What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to more Legend of Dragoon. Where we last left off, we finished up the limestone cave, and now we're going to be going into the capital city of Bale. So let's see if we can get there without getting into a battle. Nope. Because I'm pretty low on hit points, but we should be fine. Just some bats. Oh yeah. Yeah, Shanna has taken a beating.
Yes.
Oh. Come on, Dart. You can do better. Fire in the hole. What are you gonna do, Bat? Okay, I guess that works. Fire again. Oh yeah. That'll teach those damn bats. Stay off my lawn. All right. So now we can go to the capital city of Bale. I think that's what it's called. The castle capital. All right, here we go. And this town is basically just going to advance the plot a little bit more. All right, so let's go poke around. Our first objective is to go and meet the king, and there's also 6 Stardusts in this town, and I'll be collecting those before I leave, so I'll be doing some jump edits to go around and find them for you guys. But first, we must go and find the king. I believe the king's castle is right here. Well, you Monsieur King. This map is very confusing sometimes. These large towns can get very hectic. But we found him. I am the head of the first knighthood, Lavitz Slambert. I am back from the field. Oh, Lavitz! I was feeling uneasy because I heard you were missing. Oh, please, make yourself comfortable. Everyone. Your Majesty, it's more than I deserve. It was true. His Majesty was so dismayed that he couldn't see to his affairs of state. Oh, Noish, please don't tease me. Lavitz is a friend from my childhood, as well as a master of martial arts. Anyway, where have you been? After my first knighthood was wiped out, I was captured by Sandora and held against my will in Helena prison. What? In Helena? However, thanks to the act of this young man, I managed to break out. Let me introduce these people to you. Dart and Shanna. They are from Celis. I thank you for saving Lavitz. I appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. In gratitude for this, tell me if you need anything. I have a favor to ask. Is it possible to take care of Shanna in this castle? What? It seems Imperial Sandora attacked Celis to take Shanna away, so they could go after Shanna any time. And when I think of it, is that the reason you brought me here? Shanna, I can walk next to Dart. I have been working towards that. There's nothing we can do about the time we were apart, but I want to be with you forever. Unfortunately, you cannot leave her here. Imperial Sandora obtained the force called the Dragon and went on the offensive. We are holding the battle line in Hoax, but if the dragon can fly at low altitudes and directly attack the castle, we cannot defend it, even with the high ramparts. Mother of God, there's no place safe in Sandora now. or Sergio. Besides, you do know how she feels about you, don't you? Shanna, it might be even more dangerous from now on. I don't mind, as long as I can be with you, Dart. Well, I take back the request. But one more thing. I would like to ask a question to Minister Noish. Ask me anything, son. My head is filled with all the legends and history of the continent of Endness. I was on a journey to pursue the Black Monster. The Black Monster. The monster that attacked me 18 years ago. The only thing I know is that he deprived me of my parents and my hometown. You were the victim of a devil. I want to hear everything. Please tell me about it. There was hardly any information left. Everything that was related to him was reduced to ashes. The only thing I know is the Black Monster is called the devil that disobeyed the Great Existence, and it is also known for devouring the god. Devouring the god? Yes, and surprisingly, it shows up in history beginning 11,000 years ago. 11,000 years ago is the time Dragon campaign ended. You're exactly right, Your Majesty. Instead, I will tell you the story of the Dragon campaign.
As if they were gods, Winglies ruled over all living creatures and used them as slaves. The enslaved suffered a terrible domination and injustice. Their anger turned to a flame of fury. Then a gust of wind blew throughout the lands, spreading the flame to a blazing fire. The wind was Emperor Diaz. 7 incarnations of dragons served the Emperor. Their bravery inspired people to take up arms. Thus began the Dragon campaign. It was a harsh war. Both people and Winglies suffered countless injuries and fatalities. After a long period of suffering, it was the humans who acquired the future. The age of humans had begun.
The Black Monster appeared after the Dragon campaign. Excuse me, sir. It's time for the war meeting. I see. Tell them we will come soon. Dart, Shanna, this war will be a particularly harsh one for those who no longer have a hometown to return to. The castle is very quiet now. It is the best place to think about your future. But this is our first time in a castle. Well, there's a place with a great view next to this room. Go enjoy yourself. The view from the castle. I see. Please excuse me. She is so hasty. Please excuse me too. Let's go take a look. From here, we can see all of Basil. Might we even be able to see Celis? Celis is over the mountain. Besides, we cannot see it anyway because we are so far. I hope everyone is safe. I'm sure they are okay. Yes, they are. According to the brief by my aide, most of the people in the village are safe. Really? I am relieved to hear that. But it will take time to rebuild the village. Still, good. I can meet everyone again. But we have bad news. Sandora is now readying itself to attack us. They are planning to use the dragon for the offensive on Hoax. A dragon? If they release that monster in the battle, it will be total genocide. Our role as the knighthood is to stop it. I am heading to Hoax now. Maintaining the battle line will determine the future of Basil. I have lived only for myself. I believed it was something I had to complete by myself, even if I had to leave Shanna and the people of the village behind. But when I came back, look at this. I almost lost my hometown again. Lavitz, I'm going to Hoax with you. I don't want to see any more senseless bloodshed. What about the Black Monster? We have to end the war first. Once Dart makes up his mind, he never changes it. Of course I am going too. I cannot stand the war either. I can fight too. You guys. Freedom! Everything is determined, and now we have to prepare. Then, let's go to Bale now. There are item shops, weapon shops, and my home. Please meet my mother. She will be happy, because she hasn't had a guest for a while. Alright, so that sets up our next objective, which is actually to go and see Lavitz's mother. So we've got to go ahead and leave the castle. Charge! I believe Lavitz's mother is located on this side of the town. I always had a pretty hard time trying to find her. So it is in one of these. I'm not sure which. I think it was this one. Nope, that's a barn. Pretty sure Lavitz's mom doesn't live in a barn. Let's try this one. Here we go. Mom, I'm home! Oh, Lavitz, it's Lavitz! I was worried because I didn't hear from you for a long time. Sandora's resistance was tougher than I thought. But don't worry, we defeated them. Your late father would be proud to hear that. Lavitz, what about Helena? Don't mention that to her. Sorry, but I don't want her to be worried. I don't know what he's talking about. Well, fine. I'm already happy just having you come home, but... You brought a bride with you, my big baby. Mom, she is not. Oh, don't be shy. What's your name? Shanna. Shanna. My son is a little awkward and stubborn, but he's very sweet-natured. What do we pick? He is not. He is right. She is Dart's sweetheart. Hey, when did I become Shanna's... It's true, I am Dart's girlfriend. What? Oh, please excuse me. Take good care of Shanna. Well, I don't know what to say. What's going on? Once my mom gets an idea into her head, that's the end. That's the only way we can manage her. Lavitz, please find somebody like her so that I can hold my grandchild in my arms. You are not a child anymore. Yeah, I know. And you'll stay here today, honey? Well, I was commanded to defend Hoax, so I have to leave as soon as... Oh well, I understand. But you can have at least lunch, can't you? It'll be ready soon, honey. I'll give you a hand. Oh, there's no need. But then again, maybe. My pleasure. Well, what can we do till lunch? Let's converse. The lunch is not ready yet. What are we gonna do? Let's see. We should practice with our swords. Hey, hey! What's wrong? Are you gonna swing your sword around in my house? What's wrong with that? You have such a big house. It's not right. Just kidding. I heard that. What is that tut about? It's all in your head. Shall we help them? Shall we help them? Can you cook? Of course. Otherwise, I wouldn't travel alone for 5 years. And what kind of dishes do you make? I can grill a thick piece of meat. It's the best. Oh, yeah. That's it? Let's leave the cooking to Shanna and Mom. You think so? But Shanna was always a bad cook. Better than you. Why don't we take a nap? Why don't we take a nap? What's wrong, Lavitz? Dart, act like a man. Lack of sleep is bad for our skin. Every young lady knows that. Okay, I'll be more serious. Show me around your house. Show me around your house. This is the first time I've been in such a huge house. There's nothing interesting, but we can at least kill some time. Walk around wherever you like, and I'll tell you about it. All right, time to explore Lavitz's mom's house. This is my room. There's a cut in the pillar. Are you swinging your sword around or something? No, I was measuring my height. Lavitz was a kid once? What do you mean? It was my parents' room. It's been my mom's room since my father passed away in the war. This is the library. There are many books on strategy. Are you interested in that, Dart? It's my weak point. What are you doing? Come here. I'll show you my treasure. Treasure? Here is my treasure. Please take a look at it. I see. It's a nice view of Endel's castle from here. This is what I saw every day when I was young. I grew up thinking, I'll be an admired knight, just like my father, and I'll protect this country. Your dream came true. Yes, but the reality was much harder than I imagined back then. I feel all the more strongly how great my father was. To protect this country, I would tear the flesh from my body. It's the same passion you have towards Shanna. I just can't hold back. Because you know the importance of Shanna's life. You can risk your own. You were not a foolish daredevil when you ventured into Helena. Sergio is covered in war clouds now. You are the only one who can protect Shanna. You know that, don't you? Yeah. Dart, Lavitz, the food is ready. Well, the princess needs us. Princess. She's like a babysitter to me. As always, your meals are delicious, Mom. It's such a nice thing to hear, but I'll be even happier if you settle down with a bride soon. Dart, Shanna, we need to buy some things before we leave. Let's go. Oh, awkward Mom being awkward. So let's get on out of here. There's a couple of shops in the area, and then after we do that, I'm going to collect some Stardust. So let's go ahead and sleep at the inn and get ourselves healed up, and we can snag a save while we're at it. Awesome. All healed up. So we're gonna snag a save. I'll probably come back and save before we actually leave the town, but first I want to do some inventory. Should be the weapon shop. Nope, this is the item shop. Let's see, I would like to buy a few angel prayers because angel prayers will keep us alive, and healing potions will allow us to stay alive during battle. Pretty soon we'll be able to get some healing breeze items, which will heal half of everyone's hit points, and those are pretty valuable. But for now, I think that's really all we need. And we'll also go by the weapon shop, which is back over here on the left side of town. Right over there. These people would get out of my way. Here we are. And I actually like the inventory system here because you can choose to buy the item and it will show you the stats based on the character that can use them. But also it'll allow you to go ahead and arm them in the same option. So we went ahead and equipped a bastard sword to Dart. And let's see, can we use the sprinkle arrow? That's a good one. Go ahead and give Dart that. Leather jacket. Got a decent amount of money, so we might as well equip all the stuff. A few other things, but nothing I particularly need. Well, this one might be useful. We'll go ahead and give it to Shanna. Well, don't have the funds. Anything I could sell? That's pretty useful. Let's sell off some of this old junk. All right, so now we should be able to buy it. And we'll go ahead and throw that on Shanna. I think I put that on Shanna, maybe I didn't. Oh well, I'll deal with that later. Alright guys, so the next action we're going to be taking here is to collect the 6 Stardust in town. So I'm going to do some jump edits here and I'm going to collect those for you. So you'll see exactly where they are. So I'll be right back. Alright guys, so our first one is actually here in the weapon shop that we were just in. If you come right down here to the spears and select them, there's a stone among the spears. So we got our first Stardust. I'll be right back with you with the next one. Alright guys, so the next Stardust location is here right outside of Lavitz's mom's house. If you go up here and interact with the well, you'll find the next Stardust. All right, guys, our next Stardust is located here inside the castle. You want to go in the door here on the left side. And you're going to go up here, hang a right, and go up, and it's going to be right here inside of the forge. So there it is. All right, guys, so our next Stardust, if you're back here at the spiral staircase like we were at before inside of the castle, you just want to go up here to the left. And if you interact up here, you'll find the Stardust. All right, guys, our next Stardust is located back inside of Lavitz's home. If you come up here into the kitchen and interact, you will find the Stardust. Hey, watch yourself. Are you blind or what? What do you mean? You're the one who bumped into me. Don't make up excuses. Behave like a man. Don't yell, it's true. Can you be quiet? The baby's crying. Oh, sorry. I was too loud. Oh, poor baby. She's scared, isn't she? Well, we gotta go, baby. There's no time to waste. What was that? I don't know. Sorry about that weird edit. I was walking around looking for the last Stardust, and I ran into that character, which is actually a part of the story when you're leaving the town. So now I'm going to go back and look for that Stardust once again. Alright guys, so this final one is a little bit trickier than the other ones. First, you're going to want to go in here and buy some spirits off of the barman. And you're going to need 100 gold for this part as well, so we're going to go ahead and buy those. So we got the good spirits. And that's located right here in the front of the town. And the next thing you're going to want to do is go right back over here to the castle. And we're just going to go up the main steps. You're going to go around the right side. Get out of my way. Come on. Come on. There we go. And you're going to go down this ladder. And then there's going to be another ladder. Now, I've already done this, but you're going to want to turn this wheel here. Then you're going to go back up top. Then we're going to go all the way back to the front of the town. And from here, we're going to go down these steps. And this guy is blocking our way. Smells like spirits. And they're good ones. Oh, you're going to give me spirits? Brother, you're generous. Well, I'll have it. So now that guy gets out of the way, and I am free to proceed. We're just going to keep on going here. There's a chest right over here. I believe we have to go this way. Yep. And we're going to jump on board the boat. And after sailing for a few screens, it's going to ask us to get off of the boat. And that's what we'll do once we get there. But we have a slow boat ride ahead of us. Whee! Hello. Goodbye. We're almost there. There's a lot of hidden loot in this town. A lot of it I haven't even touched. All right, so we're gonna get off the boat here. And we're gonna go inside. And our Stardust will be located right here. All right, so that will be the end of our Stardust guide here. So right now we'll be headed into the next part of the game. So we just have to sail right on back to where we were, and then we can leave the town. One of these days, it's a very long boat ride. Takes us all over the town. All right. I'd like to see what's up here first. I believe there is some loot at the top of this ladder. And there is. Some gold. Now we'll just head back the way we came and leave the city. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed this episode. In the next one, we will be heading to the village of Hoax. So I'll see you then.